How to live life abundantly and easily. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, the simple answer to that question is make everything in your day an excuse to feel good. And quite frankly, there is so many reasons to feel good and choose to feel good in your day. And I'm going to go into a list of that. But first, I want to just talk briefly about sort of traditional life, the way that we have been approaching it. You know, we tend to get busy in so many ways. We get busy trying to figure out ways to make money. We get busy trying to figure out how to make things manifest. We get busy trying to solve problems. We get so busy because that is what we think we have to do to get what we want. We get busy figuring out how much money we need to have the life that we want. We get so busy because we think if I'm not busy or I'm not productive, I must be doing something wrong. We get busy trying to prove ourselves. We get busy trying to secure ourselves. So you can see everything in there is a whole mindset of lack, complete and utter lack. That our approach to life is to use our efforts, use our mind, use our body, and carve out some way, somehow, the kinds of money or resources or whatever that's going to secure us and give us the lifestyle that we want. It's totally all about getting. It is the old paradigm of life. It's the faulty belief way of life. That's how it all is taught to us. We grew up thinking that generation after generation. And it's not the easy way. It's not the easy way of life at all. And you all know that. And so what we're wanting to get onto here, how does natural life work? That it can be easy. And even the thought of life being easy probably triggers a faulty belief that says, no, it can't be that easy. Yet there's got to be more to it than feeling good. There's just got to be more to it than that. So faulty beliefs will even get in your way from even considering different ways to look at life or to understand life so that it actually is easy. But we're going to talk about that here, how it can be. So let's remember that from the creative process, it tells us everything that we want is all set up for us to receive. There's two phases to it. We go through life, through our day, and as we experience things that we don't like in some way, our inner being picks up on that and sets them up as vibrational realities. So that's the first receiving that we do. We do it as a vibrational frequency first. Now the part is to receive it from vibrational into physical. So the first receiving is very easy, and what's good about it is it tells us it's a done deal. It is ours. It is right now ours. Everything you want, it's yours. So now what this is all about is learning how to allow it to flow into our physical reality. So from what I just said, you can see that naturally life is abundant. It's absolutely, naturally, effortlessly abundant. Now, by figuring out and understanding how it flows into our physical experience, then we see how the easy part comes into it. So let's look at this in a little more depth here. So we have certain situations in our life now. So we have a house. Maybe we're 60% physically satisfied with the physical aspect of it. But we want to get to emotional satisfaction of 95% or better. We want this. This is the feel, the smiley face, the feel good, the happiness is the way we want to feel about it, even when it's 60%. Same thing with the job. Maybe we're working at a job and we're 50% physically satisfied with it. However, we want to know how we can feel 100% or 95%, let's say, or better, about it, emotionally feel that way about it. And that goes for if we're studying education, if let's say we're on our own, but we'd like to have a relationship, and in that current state of affairs, how can we feel good about that? Because the feeling good of all these things is high vibration, no matter what state that they're in. And the fact that they're less than 100% physically satisfying means the 100% satisfying version of it isn't vibrational reality. And it's high vibration. It's high frequency energy. That's just positive emotion. Nothing more than that, not complicated at all. It's just positive emotion. That's high vibration energy. So you can see that in our physical life, we must be able to look at a physical reality that is not completely the way that we want it, and yet feel emotionally satisfied. That really is the key. And when it comes to our dreams and desires, when we're thinking about them, and we don't have to think about them, we don't have to do affirmations, we don't have to do vision boards, we don't have to do manifestation techniques, we don't have to do any of that stuff at all. But when you do think about them, and you will, does it please you? Does it feel easy? Does it feel satisfying? Or does it feel like a challenge or disappointment? So that's going to determine what your vibration is around that part of life. So that's the vibrational thoughts, or let me say it differently, that's the thoughts about your vibrational reality. Because you want them to be 95% plus feel good as well. So you can see the consistency here. This is what you want to make. This is why I say make everything in your day a reason to feel good. So look at all aspects of your day. And of course, there's more. I'm just putting in these here, but you interact with all kinds of family members. You go shopping, you're in traffic, maybe you have some pets that you interact with. I mean, it's just everything in our life, everything about our life. And this is the attitude that we want to carry. I'm going to find the way to be in that emotional satisfaction with it. So let's go in and dig in a little bit to that a little more. So it's the happiness. It's right now, the happiness now. So unconditional happiness. That means happy without a condition. And when we feel that, then that's what brings the money, and that's what brings the abundance of everything, right? And it's not the abundance of things or the money that brings the happiness. And that's what we got to get away from, because that's what so many people are thinking. If I had the money, if I had the abundance flow, if I just had this, I would be happy. I'd be all set, and everything would be good. And that's never going to be true anyway, because there's no endpoint to this. And every time we receive something that we want, it manifests. It's not long after we're starting to think how we could expand on that. That is a very, very natural thing that happens to us in life. So happiness is something that we want to feel in our present moment, no matter of the conditions. And the creative process, of course, gives us all kinds of ways to be there. But I'm going to talk about some ways here. So many people ask the question, how can I feel happy when I'm doing things I would rather not do, or I'm not having the things that I want? How can I feel happy? See, that's conditional happiness. That's saying, give me the things, let me do the things, and I'll be happy. And it just doesn't work that way, because you've got to be in the frequency of the thing you want to receive it. So we know you've got to feel happy first and be in that momentum to receive the details that bring the things to you. Unconditional happiness is the key, or unconditional satisfaction, all those high vibration positive emotions. So let's just take a look at how we can approach this. So see, you have the ability to appreciate more and complain less. You can do that. You have the ability to say more positive things and less negative things. You can do that. You have the ability to focus on what is working rather than what is not. You have the ability to think more about positive aspects and less about negative aspects, to see the value in others rather than criticize them, to like yourself rather than beating yourself up, to look at how far you've come versus where you are, to look at how things are serving you versus working against you, to be understanding and compassionate rather than critical, to be calm and frustrated rather than frustrated, I should say, to respond positively versus react negatively. You have the ability to smile more and frown less. You have the ability to skip yourself around versus drag yourself around. You have the ability to educate yourself on the way life really works versus going with the same old unworkable beliefs. You have the ability to do these things in your day right now with just the choice of doing one versus the other. And that just means if you do the one thing, you can remain in all that positive feeling, energy, and if you do the other, then you bring in this, and that key is low vibration. That doesn't match anything, so nothing. You're not lined up. Your energy is not lined up if you're going to go here. So we want to be here, and that's this, right? So if we're viewing our current reality and understanding our vibrational reality, and we're doing all the things I just said in that last slide, now we're lined up. Alignment means energy alignment is our present moment thought energy is lined up with the frequency of the energy of the things that we want. That's energy alignment, and that's what we want. That's why we want to make everything in our day a reason to feel good. Anything you look at, how can I feel good about that? And all those things I said in the last slide, right? How can I make the best of that? What's my favorite thing about that? There's some other things to add on that list that I said. You see, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to find those good feeling thoughts. It's not a long thing to learn to feel good if you approach it in this way. And from that last slide, all those easy things that I said that you can just do, you can start doing them today, tomorrow, and you're going to be in this high frequency energy. And so that's going to automatically put you in the frequency of what you want, and you're just going to find yourself receiving the path of everything you want. You're going to find the timing, at right time, right place, inspired action, impulses, urges, hunches, everything. You're going to receive ideas. It's all a receiving thing. And so that's why it's easy. That's why it's easy to live an abundant life, because it's all automatic. It's all set up to come to you. And so we got to get out of this mode where we're trying to figure it all out and carve our piece out of it, when that's all complete nonsense. That's all faulty belief stuff. It's already all set up. We're trying to work hard and carve things out and figure out how we're going to get them and all the rest of it. And our inner being is like, what? Why are you doing that? I've already done all that for you. Just get in this good feeling mode place as you look at everything in your life and in your day and yourself and others, and get that energy alignment going, and you're going to receive all of the things that draw you together, and let that stuff flow into your life. And again, I'm going to express that action is a big part of this. This is not stuff falling in your lap. You don't get out of your chair in the daytime. Everything just comes and falls into your lap. That it would not be fun at all. No. You're engaging in all kinds of ways with all kinds of people and all kinds of things. Lots of expenditure of physical energy, joyous ways of doing that. Oh, absolutely. Action is a tremendous part of all of this. So don't ever think that easy means you're not doing anything. Oh, you're going to be doing things. You're going to be putting a lot of output in your thinking mind and in your body, but it's all going to be flowing, synchronistic kind of stuff, rather than hammering away to make things work. That's the big difference. So hopefully from this video, you're starting to see video after video why it is that you can live an easy, abundant life. And that's not a far-fetched thing, and at all, when you understand the creative process and you understand these videos. And in fact, you could actually be starting to see how ridiculous the faulty beliefs that we've been living by, and how we're trying to hammer our way through life and carve our way through things and all that kind of stuff. It's just ridiculous. It is such nonsense. And I wouldn't be surprised if many of you are starting to realize how ridiculous it is that we've been taught to live. And it's like, okay, I've had enough of that. And we're not going to switch overnight, but we certainly are going to start to work on making our energy, making our thought energy the currency of life, to let stuff flow, rather than using our mind to make things happen in our body and all that kind of thing, to make things happen and all that kind of thing. So that's where you really want to aim towards. That's what I'm doing here, getting you to flow and move in that direction of using the power of your mind, very, very powerful in conjunction with all the universal resources to live our natural, abundant, easy flowing life. Okay, that's going to be the video for today. Thank you for listening in. If you have any comments, leave them on the post, and have yourself a great day.